So let me start by saying thank you to everybody who came out tonight to help us celebrate the centennial of the National Park Service. You know, the service today has received thousands of birthday wishes. We've got most of those through social media. We've had people come by the park office, drop off cookies, drop off cakes. They did a whole variety of things for us today. But I think what's even more interesting is that the Girl Scouts came by today from Ventura County, and they made a birthday card for us, and they all signed it. So that was really exciting for us. You know, it really speaks volumes that in 1916, our nation embarked on a new national responsibility, and that was the protection of special places for the benefit of all. That meant everybody. Or as Congress said it so nicely in 1916, they said, you know, you, the National Park Service, what we want you to do is to conserve the scenery and the natural and historic objects and the wildlife therein, and to provide for the enjoyment of the same in such manner and by such means that will leave them unimpaired for the enjoyment of future generations. That's what's really important. It's really about enjoyment for the future generations unimpaired. So over the past 13 years, I've had the privilege of being your superintendent for Channel Islands. Now, I have seen the work, and she spent the day on the island. Then a few more weeks later, the director of the National Park Service was here, and he spent some time with the director of the Fish and Wildlife Service with their big announcement, which was the delisting of the island fox, which was pretty amazing. So, you know, you guys all helped take an animal that was on the brink of extinction. Although you didn't go out there and touch a fox, you may not have fed a fox, you may not have done anything with foxes, but what this community did is they stood behind us and supported the restoration of that fox. Without your support, we would have never have been able to do that. So now we have the privilege of, let's go one more layer and let's just bring my boss here. So I would like to introduce to you the brand new regional director for the Pacific West region, which is all these western states out into Hawaii and Guam. And that would be Laura Joss, regional director for the Pacific West region.
Today, this has been a great day and an exciting event. I was really thrilled to see the yoga on the lawn. The music has been wonderful. But again, back to Russell, he is a very energetic superintendent. We're all very proud of him in the Pacific West region. And he and his staff have worked tirelessly for nearly a year to celebrate the centennial of the National Park Service. And today is a big day for us. It's called Founders Day. And this is the day back in 1916 that President Woodrow Wilson signed the proclamation creating the National Park Service. So I'm really thrilled to celebrate today with you here in Ventura in such a beautiful location. Okay, let's see if I can see my notes here. So yeah, I do want to say that it's each of you tonight represents the future of the National Park Service, and the park has worked really hard to engage all generations in this event. And your support will help keep us going for the next 100 years and beyond. And I do want to reiterate and thank the whole community for your efforts to preserve and bring back the Channel Island fox. That was an amazing recovery. You did it in about half the time that recoveries normally take, and I think that's due to all of your engagement. And Russell told me hundreds of you assisted with that, and that's wonderful to see and very impressive. And I can't wait to see what you do next. So thank you again for being here tonight and for helping us celebrate as we are doing all around the country today. And best wishes to the community for the next 100 years in celebrating your Channel Islands. Thank you.
Oscar, you have one more thing you need to say.
Yes, you know, I forgot to mention Jennifer Talt is our marketing director here in the harbor. I don't know where she is, but she's been running around with a few of our other marketing people coordinating this great event for you. So just wanted to give her a round of applause and the staff. Thank you.
So 2 years ago, a gentleman came to us and said, hey, you know, we'd like to make a documentary. And he was sincere, and he said he was going to raise all the money, but what he wanted to do is to start to tell the history of the Channel Islands from a different perspective. And so Sam Tyler came to us, started working with us, and then he hired some incredible talent. And that talent is with us here tonight, and that's Brent Sumner. Brent was the videographer and also producer for the clips of the movie you're going to see tonight, which are West of the West, Tales of the California Channel Islands. So before we start the movies, I want you to meet this talent, this very talented gentleman, Brent Sumner. Come on up here.
Thank you very much. 2010 was when this project started. I dove on Santa Cruz Island and was testing an underwater camera when my belt caught on some kelp and I shot to the surface. Now, if you know anything about scuba diving, this is really bad. I wound up in the hospital, and there I Googled the place where I thought I died. And I started to find out that there was so much more to the islands that were out there. I started to read a book called Diary of the Sea Captain's Wife, Legendary King of San Miguel. Long story short, I was compelled from everything I read to start on this documentary. And Russell is correct that Sam was the one that finally took that under his wing and brought us to the Park Service. I do have to say thank you, because you made it very easy for us to complete this. But I'm going to skip the rest of what I was going to say, the 30 minutes I was allotted. The one thing that I did learn as I've talked to people about this film and about the islands, a lot of people don't know there's 8 islands out there. A lot of people don't know the names of all 8 islands. And in fact, if anyone out there, you probably are better than most, can name all 8 Channel Islands, I will give you this DVD free. So is there anyone that would say, anyone willing? Okay. You're gonna have to speak really loud or come up here. San Miguel, Santa Rosa, Santa Cruz, Anacapa, Santa Barbara, Santa Catalina. What was that one?
San Clemente.
San Clemente? There it is. This is yours. There's DVDs in the back if anybody else would like to purchase one. No, I have this one for you. Come on up. Anyways, with that, please enjoy the film. Or actually, I turn it back over to Russell. Okay, we'll go right to the film.
Thanks, Brent. And so get comfortable, get warm. I'm looking for somebody that has a big blanket, so I'll sit with you. And the regional director's here. If you have input about my performance, talk to her, and we'll move on. So thanks very much for the microphone.